Your hair isn't just your hair. Your hair is an extension of your mood, your mind, your thoughts. And our hair is so powerful. As a Persian woman, also Mexican woman, I have been trained and taught to understand that my hair has the capacity to relieve stress, to pick up vibes from the environment, and to shift my mood. So I have been taught that our hair is not just vain, but actually it is an organ, it is a connection of us, it is an extension of us, and it is a reflection of what's going on in the inside. So today we're gonna focus on how I oil my scalp for hydration, because a calm scalp is a calm mind, and also how I oil my hair to get non-frizz. So historically, our hair as Persian women has been used to connect with our spirituality, to connect with our beauty, to be an embodiment of our inner nature. We also oil our hair, we enchant our hair, also with prayer. I know that I like to do these rituals before I go into deep work, energetic work, manifestation, big meetings, whatever it is, when I just feel as though I need to lock in my energy to myself, to my business, whatever it is. It's time for hair care and oiling. So let's just stop yapping and let's start brewing. Okay, and subscribe so that way you can start to really infuse into this community that is just growing, and it's so beautiful. And I read all of your comments, all your reflections, all of your suggestions as well. And take out a pen, notebook, because when you write things, you retain it more. Mind, body connection. All right, my loves. So without further yapping, let's start brewing. Jump scare. Okay, this is me before all of that luscious hair magic, okay? So let's talk about the ingredients that you will need for your potion to calm the mind, calm the scalp. Okay, so one of the first base ingredients is you will need some warm almond oil. Warm, not hot, okay? And it's totally dependent on the length of your hair, how much you're gonna put on your head. But have a decent amount, because you can always save this for later if you want. I personally like to make mine fresh and put intentions into all of my potions to make sure that it's very specific for my needs. So you will need warm almond oil. You will also need, this is my little, it's not Persian, but it's from my Mexican side, aloe vera, okay? Aloe vera plants, my grandmother, my abuela would put aloe vera on anything that had inflammation, had really high energy, and especially for me, who is someone that is constantly creative, constantly thinking, I'm always curious, like I would get eczema a lot. And for my other videos, I've talked about eczema. So on the scalp, I use aloe vera as a way to cool my nervous system, cool my mind, cool my thoughts, and ground myself into the earth, because even the visual of an aloe vera plant is just beautiful. It's protective, it's nourishing, it's hydrating, and it really has the best of both worlds. And also another thing is that when your thoughts race, your roots race, okay? For many biological reasons, but on an energetics level, it's also because your hair is an extension of your crown. Your hair mirrors what's going on in your mind and how you're downloading ideas, how you're expressing them, how you're executing your ideas. So supporting ourselves from the external to also support the internal is amazing. Now, my florals that will be helping me, one of them is a floral, well, they're both florals, is jasmine flower. Jasmine flower is incredible for calming down the nerves, for enchanting the aura, for creating magnetism, for soothing our bodies in a very feminine way, and for creating beauty and connection. Because sometimes what I've noticed is that when our minds are racing, it's because we're not finding the beauty in the reality of what we have, right? This could be gratitude. It's about jasmine, the flower has the frequency and the reminder, because I work a lot with flower essences. I love learning about the impacts of flower based upon their magnetic frequency, based upon the medicinal properties. But for me, jasmine has been an incredible way to soothe myself into bed, to soothe my mind, to relax my nervous system, and to remind me that there is beauty in all situations. All I need to do is slow down to get present and to recognize what is in front of me. So, flor de jasmine. And then the other one, did you think we're gonna get away with this? in a Persian hair video, saffron. The gold of the world, okay? And this is the only saffron that I could find in Mexico right now, so don't come for me, my Persians, okay? My real saffron is in a vault now. This is the one that I could find. Okay, so the two florals you'll need is jasmine flower, saffron, okay? Saffron is good for anything and everything, especially for boosting and enhancing our moods, our ability to recognize, again, beauty, to create more circulation in the follicles, and it's actually really good for inflammation, right? So if we are wanting to soothe our scalp and hydrate it more, especially if we have flaky hair, it's dry, whatever it is, saffron is good. I feel like we could use saffron for everything, you know? I'm so tall, it's like kind of hard to figure out where to go, where to put my body. All right, so let's get cooking, yeah? Okay. And so as your Persian auntie, Ame, we're gonna eyeball everything, okay? So this is my warm almond oil. Warm, not hot, babes. You wanna keep all of the nutrients in it, and you also don't wanna burn your scalp. You wanna be gentle to yourself, okay? Then you'll get your aloe vera juice. If I had an aloe vera plant next to me, I would literally be like my abuela cutting it, but I don't see any aloe vera plants next to me. Again, I'm just eyeballing this. That's good. Okay. That was probably like 2 tablespoons. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Then we are going to get a pinch of jasmine, because you don't want to have the remnants of the flower in your hair. What we really want is the frequency of the flower, and also the flower will start to dissolve some of its properties while we let it steep. Okay, so boom. Oh, she's so beautiful. There was a pinch of jasmine, and then we're literally gonna do the same thing with the saffron. Just a pinch of saffron. You probably only need maybe like 3 or 4 strands, because saffron is so potent, and it's all slippery, and it is really just powerful. Look how beautiful. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. So we're going to sprinkle that in, and then we have our little potion there. I'm gonna let this steep for about 10-15 minutes, and then we will get to work with putting this on our scalp and also rubbing this in our hair. Now, a little, if you would like to be extra with it, okay? If you're working on like anti-frizz as well, you can put some argan oil in it. I will probably put this at the end. I'm not gonna blend it with my master potion. But if you have some argan oil, this is optional. Put it on the side. You're going to put this when we get to this part of the hair. The scalp, not so much. I don't want argan oil there. Okay, so it's steeped for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I strained it and I put it in a little bottle, so it's just easier to manage. You don't have to do it, optional. So what we're going to do is, if you already have not put a prayer over calming your mind, having clear thoughts, connecting with your intuition, bringing more beauty, whatever it is, always connect with whatever you're creating, because your intentions are the most powerful things on the planet, because it will create the momentum. Yes? Okay, if you haven't already do this, we do it. Great. Then we start to get to work. So you're gonna want to go into, let me just show you, the lines of the head. Oh, this feels so good, I can already feel it. And any places that you notice you have dryness or maybe even tension in your hair, you're gonna really put, oh, I can already feel it cooling. Extra love, extra time. Okay, and what this also does is it is just going to make you look like a wet puppy or wet cat. which is totally fine. Then you're gonna go in and you're going to rub, give yourself a little gua sha massage on your scalp with the oils, starting to connect with it. Because one of the most beautiful things is that women really thrive on oxytocin. Yes, it's better if other people touch us, but how will we know how we want to be touched if we do not touch ourselves and experience that pressure? What I also really like to do is to go into the back of my head. At the very base of your skull, you're gonna have these two bony points called the occipital lobes. I like to put a lot of pressure up against there and really push in, because my teacher has taught me that that is the place of ancestral wisdom, that is constant guidance and protection. And y'all, it's true. When you have those base headaches, it's probably because you're not listening to information that is trying to get towards you to guide you on your path. Okay, so make sure you also go underneath the head and get underneath there. Okay, so if you do not look like a wet kitty by now, you should. Now for the optional parts, my loves, is that with whatever remainder you have, maybe you need to make a little bit more because you have a lot of hair. We're gonna put in some argan oil. This is optional, but this is for my anti-frizzy girls. If you know, you know, right? Argan oil is one of my secret weapons. Also honey infused oil. But I personally like to use my hands for this one. I am a little animal when it comes to my rituals. I do things. Oh, just look at this. Look. And the smell of it, amazing. I'm a little animal that just loves to be in the process tactile. I think it's also because like I'm an artist and I just love to be in the process of beauty or in the process of anything. It's just as fascinating to me. Cool. So this is gonna take me a while to get all of this in there, but you're just gonna lather and drench your beautiful mane with these oils. And once you're done, we're gonna let it sit maybe 30 minutes. Go take a shower, and then we'll come back and we'll see the magic that we have created. All right, so hair slicked back, oiled up, scalp to tip. We are ready to absorb the beauty, absorb the calmness, and allow our minds and our brains and our hair to connect. So we rinsed, dried our hairs, and this is what we have, okay? So also when I'm rinsing my hair, I'm rinsing it like a prayer. I'm releasing energetic cords, releasing density, releasing confusion, any energy that's not mine. I'm letting it go in the shower, in the rinse. And then when I get out, I also like to put some jasmine oil on my hair. That'll be a totally different video, but I love the art of perfumed hair, especially natural oil perfumed hair. So I put some jasmine oil to work with the jasmine that we infuse in the scalp and also on the length of our hair. So when your scalp relaxes, your hair softens, your spirit can become more receptive. We can start to really understand and be present in with whatever situation we're in. And we also helped our nervous system as well. We didn't shock it into relaxation, but instead we embodied it, we connected. We really worked with the feminine art and practices of our beauty. So I pray that this video inspired you to be softer with your hair, with your process, with your becoming, and that your hair becomes part of one of your most powerful tools in your arsenal in this life. All right, my loves. So go ahead and put in the comment section if you have other techniques, tools, other questions that you have, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, darlings.